What's up, boys? It's your boy. So I haven't made a video in a bit. I was trying to get into the whole how to do things space, but I figured I'd make this real quick, and I'll talk about how to build discipline, and I'll do 3 things. First thing is build a calendar. You have to have a calendar. I've become addicted to scheduling my time. So I have blocks. I use my Apple Calendar because it's on my phone, so I can just easily maneuver between my laptop and my phone. So you have to make a calendar, you guys. It's extremely crucial. You have to schedule your time. So, whether it be like a week ahead or shit, even like a day, make sure you have devoted time for each thing. If you're just winging your days, you're not going to be productive. It's not going to work out. You're not going to be nearly or even close to as productive as if you set actual times. Because when you try to wing them, it's like you don't take it like seriously. You know what I mean? Like, you don't consider it to be that crucial of a thing, because it's just like extra time. It feels like it doesn't feel as important. Second thing to build discipline is, you gotta leave your feelings aside. You can't have feelings in this. Feelings don't exist, I don't want to say they don't exist, but you have to stop thinking with your feelings. You have to become a machine. It's what I'm trying to say. You have to be like a robot. You just do things. You don't think about how you feel. You just do them. There's no more, oh man, I'm feeling kind of tired. I'm feeling kind of this. I'm feeling kind of sad. I don't really feel like doing this. That's not what we're doing here. We're building something where you can do it on your worst days. So what's that quote like? It's you have to be better than your enemy or your opponent on their best day, on your worst day. So that means your feelings, man, you gotta leave those, in private. You can't bring those to the field, so make sure you do that. Number 3, I'm kind of doing this on the spot, but major things. So far we got calendar, leave your feelings, and number 3 is, what's a good one that I'm trying to think of? I should have thought of this before I started recording, but discipline, accountability, really. But you build accountability from your calendar. So groups, man, I feel like with people, accountability from other people, man. So you have to say things you want to do and start doing them, and then say those things to other people. And if you don't do them, you'll feel like less of a man. You know what I mean? So say, I told my coworkers, I want to start doing engineering. And I started to do it because I would have felt that if I didn't do it, I would have felt like a bitch. And you're saying things, and you have to build that repertoire with yourself, but just saying things and going through with them. You know what I mean? So say things you want to do, like you actually want to do. Don't just be saying a bunch of random nonsense. Say things you actually want to do. Say that to somebody you trust, somebody that you know, somebody that you like. That isn't, hell, say it to anybody. Who gives a damn? It doesn't have to be, even if you hate the person. I'm going to do this. Well, if you're gonna say it, you got to do it. You have to bring those things into existence. Like right now, I'm going to go run my 3 miles and deadlifts a shit ton of weight. That's just what I do. And that's on my calendar. That's on the feelings thing. I feel like shit and my fucking stomach almost hurts. I don't want to do this. And accountability, well, I just said it on the camera, so now I have to do it. Otherwise, I can't even post this. You know what I mean? So those are the main things to stay disciplined. But I think out of all those things, the number one most important thing is calendar. Your calendar it has to be your fucking Bible. You know what I mean? You have to have a calendar. You need a calendar. Like, you look at people, like successful people, man. What do they have a fucking person just to tell them their calendar. They got a little fucking person walking around him, and you got this at this time, you got that at this time. You have to be your administrator until you get to that level. So nobody's gonna fucking guide your life for you. You know what I mean? You have to guide it yourself until you get to that point. So whether that be, fuck, man, I gotta sit down and fucking write myself a calendar. It's so fucking simple, man. Write down all the things you need to do. Schedule them on the calendar. Boom. You got a clear picture of how your week is gonna look like. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can deviate every now and then, but I mean, for the most part, it's gonna be pretty set in stone. It's gonna be simple. You don't gotta think about it too much, guys. Come on, it's just build a calendar. And then when you build a calendar, you take the feelings out of the equation. You know what I mean? Because when you wing shit, you're usually winging things with your feelings. You feel productive. You feel tired. You feel hungry. You know, when you build that calendar and you build that consistency, you don't have time to think about how you feel. All you're thinking about is, oh fuck, all right, I gotta do this. This is on the calendar. Gotta go do that. Gotta go do this. All right, this is good. And write down notes, like things that like you need to do on this set amount of time. So right now what I do is I got like a bunch of categories. I got gym, I got my daughter, I have fun, I have to-do lists, I have administrator shit, I have studio things, I have gym things, I already said that, routine shit, sleep. Schedule your sleep as well. You know what I mean? Look, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's never gonna be perfect. Like, maybe you will at some point. Maybe when you got it to the T, you've been doing it for years, it's gonna be prime. Right now, dude, like me, even now and then, I fuck up my schedule, and it's fine, as long as you keep trying to maintain that. You want to get addicted to seeing all those different fucking colors on your calendar. You want to be able to look at a year back and see exactly what you were doing in this time. And trust me, you're gonna be the most productive you've ever been in your life, right? Like, I've done more in the past month than I've done in damn near my whole fucking life. Maybe that's not completely true, but in terms of development for myself, so schedule the time, and then schedule your times wisely. Build a fucking list of things you need to get done. Schedule them into the calendar. If you got like a weird schedule kind of thing, well, just schedule things on times that for a fact that you're gonna have free, right? And then you can leave the other times so open to availability or whatever, right? That takes feelings out of the equation, because feelings will be out the window if you have priorities, right? And then with that, accountability. Well, now you got a calendar. Now you're held accountable for the things that you got to be doing, right? And now you can schedule things efficiently so that whatever you said you were going to do, you got time to do it. And that's how you build discipline. It's that simple. It's really simple, There's no, you don't have to think about it too hard. It's really that simple. So, speaking of discipline and speaking of doing this shit, I gotta go in there and get this workout in. Yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of things to say, but I feel like I'll save it for another video. All right, yeah, I gotta go in there and do this. Peace out, guys. Be safe.